Hey YouTube, this is the art of prepping, just looking at a few options for fire making, in particular the flint based and ferrocerium rods, even the magnesium bar fire starters. These can be kind of a daunting selection to make, or this could be a choice or include choices that may not be fully understood. I didn't understand how hard it was to make a fire at first with some of these items. I learned later on that with proper tinder and technique, it's a lot easier. But in general, though, there's just a lot of growing into these types of items because most people start out with matches and then go to lighters, and then they kind of go, okay, let's try a flint and steel or a ferrocerium rod or a metal match or various types of things, and then they kind of come into the full force of what these are. And there's a full line and full variety of what these are. There's some of these ferrocerium rods are harder than others. Some of them are softer. Some of them just they produce different levels of sparks than others, and they come in just different sizes and packages. So without further ado, we have just here's a Coghlan's fire starter. This is they call it a Flint, but I'm pretty sure it's a ferrocerium type of rod. And just like this one up here, it has just like some type of a sharp edged striker on there, which is important with all these. Is having a good quality striker. Ferrocerium rods don't need particularly metal on them to create a spark. It just needs to be a hard substance, as hard or harder than the ferrocerium rod, and it needs to be has a sharp edge. So in theory, and well, not even in theory, it's true. You can use glass. You can use a sharp piece of glass, or even a rock that's hard enough could strike on these rods and make sparks. Here's the new compact Bear Grylls. This is a 1/2 inch by 5 inch ferrocerium rod. Works very well. This is one that's just completely worn out. It's basically a magnesium encased flint. Well, the flint's inside and the magnesium is on the outside, and it's just worn that thing down. That came with a small hatchet from UST. And here we got Tool Logic Survival, the Survival 1 card. And as you can see on the side, there's a piece of a flint or ferrocerium rod there. You got magnesium bar with on the left-hand side. You can see here, this is one of the things on my survival keychain. You can see that bar there on the top, and that's a flint right there. Moving along over here to the left side, we've got the Ultimate Survival Technologies UST Strike Force. This is their standard size. They also have a smaller one that I have on my personal car keys, which is in another video. It's bright orange. This one would probably be better in bright orange. I got this as a gift, so I didn't get to choose, but still excellent. As you can see how beefy that particular, it's very beefy. In fact, I'm kind of curious about, this is the 1/2 inch version. It's almost the width of the 1/2 inch. Just compare it here. Yeah, I mean, it's just slightly smaller than the 1/2 inch. So it's very impressive, these Strike Force. And then lastly, we have the standard size Bear Grylls Survival Fire Starter ferrocerium rod. Very excellent, works great. Has various things, information on the case. Has a compartment on the end, just like over here. You can put tinder, Tinder Quick or various different types of fire tinder in there. And this one has a lanyard tethered to a whistle. So with that, just be curious about which fire starter do you prefer. I'm aware of very many various other types of brands and so forth. I'm even considering maybe getting a Light My Fire starter. I hear that is an excellent option, and I would advise that one, to be something to consider as well. But just wanted to show you what I have at the various moment. over time, we always get new gear and upgrades. So this is what I have today. Thanks again for your support, and I'll talk to you soon.